Hello and welcome to this first vlog on my channel. I decided it was about time to make a long vlog, so I'm taking you on my most recent trip to China. I hope you'll enjoy it. For a bit of background, before living in the UK, I lived in China for 7 years between 2015 and 2022. I go back whenever I can. Recently, China opened a 30-day visa-free entry for many nationalities, so this is now super easy for me to visit without overthinking the details. This time I'm traveling to Sichuan in the southwest of China, famous for panda, spicy food, ethnic diversity, spectacular landscapes, and of course Chengdu, crazy mega city with so much to offer. After a short stop in steamy Guangzhou to pick up my partner, we flew together to Chengdu. We arrived late at night. I personally hate flying, but it's always quite a sight to fly over such a massive Chinese city. Hotels in China are always a hit or miss in my opinion. There's so much choice and photos can be very misleading. But we were very happy with our first hotel of this trip. It's called Chungxi and it's right in the city center, but it's a traditional looking street. We loved it. It was clean, quiet, comfortable, right next to two metro stations and right next to the culture park, which I'll talk about in another vlog. We paid 2,400 yuan for 6 nights, which is roughly 290 euros or 250 pounds. So definitely a good deal for the level of comfort I'm looking for. The link is in the description if you want to have a look. It's not sponsored like everything else in this vlog. This is our first day in Chengdu, so we don't have much of a plan. We will hit a few touristic hotspots that are near the hotel or within reach by metro. We walked by this tree every day. The building is literally built around it and I could not stop looking at it or taking pictures of it. So hello from Chengdu. Say hello. But first, food. We missed breakfast at the hotel and we can't wait to start exploring Sichuan food. Okay, we're going to try Dianbingdianjiang. Table is the menu. I can't really take spicy food, but I'm excited to try a few things. One amazing thing about Chinese food is the variety of flavors. I lived there for a while and I'm still honestly surprised by the new taste and combinations every time I go back. We had a typical tantan mian, spicy tofu and a soup with some noodles. The total cost for this was about 50 yuan, so pretty cheap. After lunch we went to Kuanzhai alleys or Kuanzhai Xiangzi, a famous touristic spot. It's actually quite a fun place to discover. It's a bunch of alleys that look like traditional old streets. It's obviously very commercial, as you can see from the number of souvenir shops and food stalls, but there are also a lot of cultural buildings, bookshops, street performances. If you can, try to go during the week though. This was a Tuesday afternoon, but I went back on a Saturday afternoon later that week and it was so packed I literally couldn't step into the alley. Definitely a nice price.
这个豆花也可以放辣椒吗？
可以呀，香辣味的就是放在辣椒里。好的。
这个豆花放辣椒。
这个是我们这边的传统的味道。
我都不知道豆花可以放辣椒。You want one? schedule？
甜的，
红糖的
甜的，
caramel。
红糖也是甜的，
是
红糖就是这个糖水，
啊，好，
糖水
Or you want coconut？
可以加红豆，红糖可以加红豆。
啊，红糖酒，
来一个红糖。
蛋花它不是豆腐脑。咸的哈，甜咸都有。
好车快12元房，收款12元。
This is a great place to visit, but one downside I would say is the obvious overconsumption of really unnecessary stuff, toys, tote bags, hats, other plastic products. So it's important to be mindful and enjoy watching without necessarily spending. Before leaving, we tried a hot coffee with one of the local alcohol called Wuliangye. It's not something I really appreciate on its own, but this one was actually a good drink to have at the end of the afternoon. Although, honestly, I didn't feel strongly intoxicated after drinking it. Well, maybe that's a me problem. After the alleys, we jumped on the metro for the first time. Across the board, Chinese metros are awesome, always cheap, super convenient, and always clean. There are 15 lines covering the whole of Chengdu and beyond. Most signs are in English, so it's pretty tourist friendly, but of course it tends to be extremely busy, so hold on to your friends. We went just a few stations away to another big touristic spot, the Chunxi Road shopping district. We are not big shopping people, but this area is quite spectacular and famous for its awesome, quirky, sometimes futuristic architecture, and of course, this giant panda climbing the IFS shopping mall. We just really enjoyed walking around that area, taking in the city, feeling the atmosphere for our first day. We looked at performances, we checked shops for local specialties. You can easily spend a whole day getting lost in those streets, having coffee, trying some food, taking selfies. It's not a place I would love to come back to, but it's definitely worth discovering. Something that was a little negative for me on that day was the pollution level that stayed pretty high for our whole stay. It was much higher than in all the places I lived in China before, and it was actually a little hard to breathe well. So if you have any respiratory issues, it's probably best to wear an appropriate face mask at all times if you are outdoors. if you know me, you know I love a night market. I love the variety, the smells, the vibe, the colors. And boy was I lucky in Chengdu. The first night we went to Chunxi Gang, or Chunxi Good Food Alley. You can eat for not much money, about 2 or 3 euros for a dish. We honestly loved this place and we tried delicious food. I only have evidence for this spicy mashed potato wrapped in omelette, but believe me, there was more. This night market was great to explore, and there is food, sweet and salty, from all over China if you're not into spicy food. This concludes our first day in Chengdu. If you visited Chengdu before and we missed anything on our first day, please leave a recommendation in the comments. If you like discovering Chengdu with us, give this video a like and share your thoughts in the comments on what part you would like to visit or not. It helps my channel a lot, and if you want to see more about this trip and future trips, subscribe to the channel. It's free and it supports my work. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next one.